Hey YouTubers, it's Valerie with Money Mindset Coach, and today I want to talk about something that actually I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the person on the podcast used the word abundant. And I remember being in church and hearing the verse about living the abundant life. But I remember being in church, especially when the prosperity gospel really got going, probably back in the 80s, I'm thinking. That's what everybody thought when it came to an abundant life. Everybody was thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to have a lot of money. I'm going to have the big house. I'm going to have the car. I'm going to have all those things that I really want. And what it is that there is more to an abundant life than the material things that you might accumulate. And that is what today's video is about. My name is Valerie. The name of my channel is Money Mindset Coach. And I talk about money issues, money attitudes, frugality. And then sometimes there's just something that strikes me that I want to share. And so I'll do that too. So anyway, let's get to it. To be honest, I went to ChatGPT to see what they said was an abundant life. And I really do like what they ended up saying. It says an abundant life means more than just having a lot. It's about living with depth, meaning, and fulfillment. The definition can be based on personal values, but at its core, it includes, number one, fulfillment beyond material wealth. It's not just about money and possessions. It's about feeling purposeful in your work, enjoying rich relationships, and cultivating inner peace and gratitude. A lot of people talk about having gratitude journals because I truly believe that every day you can be thankful for something. Even if life is not going according to plan, you can be grateful for something. I mean, the sun coming up in the morning, the clouds in the sky that are just beautiful. There's so many things to be grateful for, even if not all of life is going well for you. Number two, mental and emotional well-being. Contentment. I've talked about contentment before. To me, that's one of the richest things you can have is contentment, because that means that you're happy with what you have. Because when you don't have contentment, you are striving and wanting more, and nothing is enough. And I truly, I feel that I am very content with my house, with my car, with where I live, the job that I have. I'm very, very content, resilient, even during hard times. That can be hard. That can be really hard. I have gone through some hard times in my life, and sometimes you can have a pity party. But after a while of that, you need to realize, okay, this is where I find myself. Where do I want to be? And figure out a way to get there. Is very, very true. Capable of managing stress, emotions, and setbacks with perspective. Perspective, I think, is very important. It it helps you to realize that it could be worse, could be better, but it's okay where you are. I mean, I tell you, I don't watch soap operas anymore, but when I did, I would watch them and I'm thinking, man, my life's pretty good compared to them. They were a mess. You know, it all depends on how you look at things, and your perspective can make all the difference. And that comes perspective. You can be, it's like seeing the glass half empty, half full. How do you see what's going on? You can be negative about it, and you can think life is terrible, or you can see the good things. And that is all part of the gratitude. It goes back to gratitude. Gratitude will help you with your perspective, for sure. Deep, authentic relationships. Number 3, you're surrounded by people who support and challenge you, bring joy, honesty, and real connection, help you become a better version of yourself. Yeah. Relationships can be very, very difficult. There can be lack of understanding. People can say things to each other, and the one person can take what they said as being something that it wasn't, because it could be the way that they heard it. Because that's the thing. If you text with someone, they're not going to get the inflections in the voice. They're not going to see the facial expressions. They're not going to see any of that. And I have to say that even when you are face to face with somebody, there will be misunderstanding. There will be somebody not taking what you said the way that you said it or the way that you meant it. And it can bring some real strife and argument, and it's really unfortunate because it ends up hurting the relationship. And I have had experience with that. Number 4, time and freedom. You have time for things that matter, relationships, real passions. You're not a prisoner of your schedule, debt, or other people's expectations. I have known people who are extremely busy. Every minute of the day is filled with something. And I really find that just to keep my sanity, I need to have, and I have one of these days, I like to do it once a week, but who knows, maybe I would have it more, maybe I don't need it once a week, but my brain will tell me I need it. And basically, it's a day where it is a free day. A lot of times with me, it's Fridays. I call it my Free Friday, where I do pretty much what I want to do. If I want to binge watch Young Sheldon or Modern Family or any of the other shows that I'm watching and not do anything else, but I just do it because I feel like it. And I don't get anything done other than watching one of my favorite shows all day long. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs a day where they don't get something accomplished. And I am a very list person. I like to look at the end of the day and see that I got something accomplished. I like that. I enjoy that. But there are days where you just have to do nothing and you'll feel better for it. You really will. Prisoner to debt. How many times can you look at your life and want to do something, financially, like a vacation or something, and you find that you can't do it because you have debt? You will be limited in your life to what you can do and where you can go if you have debt. And so that's why it's really, really important to get on some kind of debt repayment plan. I talk about Dave Ramsey a lot, but his program was what worked for me. And basically, in a nutshell, get your $1,000 emergency fund, which will take care of a lot of things that can come up. And then list all your debts, smallest to largest. Don't go by interest rate. Go by smallest to largest. Start with the smallest one. Pay everything you can toward that one. Get it paid off. Take what you were paying on that one, pay it on the next one. And as you go, depending on how many credit cards or debts you have, you get more and more money to throw at the debt until you get to the biggest debt. And then you've got a good amount of money and you can throw it all at that debt and get that debt paid off. Then after your debt is paid off, you can work on raising that emergency fund to 3 to 6 months. If you're married and both of you are working, you probably could have 3 months. If you're single, probably need to have 6. So then if a layoff happens, or God forbid you get fired, whatever, you don't have to be panicked. You have the money you need to make your fixed expenses. No wants here. You're not going to be going out to eat and going to movies and all that kind of stuff. You're going to be paying your rent, your mortgage, your house payment, your rent, your mortgage, car payment, insurance, all the things that need to be paid. Those are the things you're going to be spending money on. None of the other stuff. And get that emergency fund up there. Then if you want to buy a house, save over and above that. It is possible. It is possible. And, but anyway, that's all I have to say about debt. Throw that in there every once in a while. But also, you're not a prisoner to other people's expectations. I have cared too much about what other people think of me. I still struggle with that. It's hard. If somebody really doesn't think well of you, you can end up not thinking well of yourself. And it can really be discouraging. And you have to know yourself, know your abilities, know your gifts, and know that deep down you are a good person, even if there are other people out there that don't think that you are. Number 5, purpose and meaning. You know what you're here for. We all need purpose. And you're exploring it. Now, I do know that when people are working and have a job, especially men, because men just, that's just a given that you're going to work your whole life. Women can stay home for a period of time, take care of children, that kind of thing. But men, more than likely, you're working. Now, that is purpose. That is definite purpose. And sometimes when men retire, and even women retire too, all of a sudden you wonder what your purpose is. And that's where I truly believe that volunteering is so good. There's a new volunteer position that I have just found out about that has to do with horses, which I love. They do therapy for all kind of, horses are wonderful when it comes to therapy. Riding a horse, I mean, a child who can't walk or something, they can sit on a horse and they can get around, and it's an incredible experience for them. And I have just found that there's a place that needs volunteers for stuff like that. So I am considering that. I am thinking about it, but that gives somebody a purpose. When you find that you are helping others and you are bettering somebody's life, it makes you feel better to have done that. It's a very positive thing. It's a positive thing for the person that you're helping, but it's also positive for you. And that's a good thing. Whether it's through faith, creativity, service, or curiosity, feeling connected to something bigger than yourself, then your mind is not so much on you. It's on something else, someone else. And that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. Number 6, generosity and gratitude. An abundant life flows outward through kindness, service, sharing your gifts. That's abundancy right there. Gratitude isn't just a feeling. It's a way of seeing the world. I think we all need to look at this kind of thing and realize, we need to remind ourselves of a lot of this stuff because it's good stuff. Now, the spiritual perspective, which is where I heard the word abundant my whole life. And so in Christianity, Jesus said, I came that they may have life and have it more abundantly. That is John 10:10. Meaning a life full of spiritual depth, peace, joy through connection with God. Yes. John 10:10 in the King James Version. The other version was, it doesn't say what it was, but the King James Version is a little different. The thief cometh not, but for to kill, to steal, and to destroy. I come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. Oh my gosh. The thief refers to anything or anyone that leads people away from truth and spiritual life. I am come. Jesus is speaking about his purpose in coming to earth because Jesus changed everything. Absolutely. Life more abundantly, not just eternal life, but a richer, fuller, deeper experience of life here and now through him. I don't even know what else to say. I wish for all of you to have an abundant life, to have the gratitude, serve in some way, in a ministry, at the food pantry. It's incredible what it can do for your life, because otherwise we can become stagnant. We can become selfish. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen to me sometimes, because it does. It happens to all of us. We need to be more giving. We need to be more forgiving. When two people don't agree on something, it's okay to see the other person's point of view and realize that everybody has an opinion. Respect the opinion. There's no need to fight about it, to get upset. Everybody has their own opinions about things. Everybody does. And people are not going to agree. I mean, how many times have families had problems lately because their political views are different? Everybody has a different opinion. And each opinion needs to be valued and respected and thought about and heard, So I hope that this has brought you some value. I enjoy coming here every week and I guess speaking about something that's on my heart. I truly enjoy doing that. And if you want to hit like, subscribe, share, comment, I would love any or all of those things. There is a notification bell that you'll see when you subscribe. If you hit that, anytime there's a new video that is uploaded, you will get notified and you won't miss it. Because when it comes to YouTube, there are so many people that are making videos that videos can get lost. I got to tell you, I am subscribed to many, many channels. And do I see some of their videos? Sometimes you can just get lost. And I don't want to get lost in your feed. I'd like you to be notified because I have done many videos that are already there, and I plan to do many more. So I always say this, but use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. Till next time, bye.